Abracadabra. The words that you say and the pictures you create in your mind create your life. Hi, I'm Raywin Weller from New Zealand. And I'm here to tell you that no matter where you come from, what your circumstances are, your past, your future, your present, and your future, you are creating it. You have created it. You might find that hard to believe. I used to too. They even say that we chose our parents before we were born, before we were conceived. Another thing that is hard to sort of get the head around at times. But I believe that we are spiritual beings on this earth, in these temples, our bodies, to learn lessons for us to move on and evolve. Wow, did that get your attention? I hope so. Science has proven so many times that through the magnificent power of our subconscious mind, we create and heal our lives. There's so many stories out there about how people have cured themselves from incurable disease within them. And it's amazing. We have got such an amazing, powerful tool in between our ears. If we know how to use it, we can actually soar through life. So think about it. How did we come about? How did we start this journey? That's right. As an egg and a sperm coming together and forming a cell, which multiplied and multiplied and multiplied, forming a fetus. And then you were born. And from that day on, from birth, as you grew up, you were conditioned by your parents, your siblings, your peers. And it was different for each one of us, depending on our upbringing. However, we are adults now. And whatever your experiences in the past, you can change. You can reprogram your subconscious mind and create your future. So good luck with that one. It's been a fascinating journey for me and I love it. I just love doing the study and learning all about this and I've learned from so many people. I learn from everyone I meet, from a baby to a 100-year-old. Everybody's got something to teach and I just so love it. But you can't look backwards and get ahead. Try it. I'm sure you'll come across a few obstacles. So what is it that we need to actually have a good, healthy life? The things we say, the things we think, our relationships, what we put in our mouth, our exercise or not, nature. So let's go through a few of those. Let's start with the things that you say. So powerful. People say, they'll come to me as I'm a healer. They come to me and their lives all upside down and they just can't get on top of themselves, just on top of life. And they say, it's really hard. And I say, listen to yourself. The things that you say and the words that you say and the pictures you create in your mind create your life. If you say it's hard, it will be. I got a little story about my mother. She had an ulcer on her leg. She was in her 80s. And every time I'd call her, I lived about an hour away. Every time I'd call her or call in to see her, I'd say, how are you going, Mum? And she'd say, oh, I'm okay, but this thing on my leg won't go away. Won't go away. She had been going to the doctors from February right through to October, having it dressed every second day, and it did not go away. She came to live with me, and I said, right, we're going to change this, Mum. Number one, when someone asks you how you are, tell them how you're feeling, but don't mention your leg. If they ask you about your legs, hey, it's getting better and better every day. So we dressed it, we put it out in the sunshine, give it a bit of fresh air instead of having it bandaged up all of the time. And I did a bit of energy healing. And we'd look at it and I'd say, how is it, Mum? It's getting better and better every day. It was so cute hearing it. And within a few weeks, it was healed, gone. So the mind is such a powerful thing. Another little story about myself. About 2008, I was going through a marriage breakup and a few things happening in my life. And my hips started aching. I'd go to bed, I'd lie, and they'd ache on one side, turn the other, it'd ache again. When I walked, they'd ground. And a friend gave me a book, one of Louise Hay's books, You Can Heal Your Body. And I looked up hips, and it was all about moving forward. What a lesson was that? I've never had an operation in my life, and I'm not going to. My hips are fine. So if I get a little twinge in my hips now, I actually say to myself, what is it you're worrying about? What's happening? And it goes away. I sort it in my mind. So it's very powerful, very, very powerful. The words that you say to yourself and other people can cause dis-ease within your body. Your mind affects your body more than your body affects your mind. If you get an itch, it's an irritation or something. Usually people with sore knees or a bit stubborn. Sore shoulders, hello, carrying the world on your shoulders. Everything within you is generally comes from your thinking one way or another. And it's very hard for many people to accept that. So the words you say and the pictures you create in your mind create your life, which takes me on to thinking. Thinking, we actually believe all of those little things that are going on and on and on in our minds all of the time. We have thousands of thoughts in our minds a day, and the next day and the next day, they're usually the same thoughts. As Dr. Armin says, we've got to get rid of those ants, automatic negative thoughts. We need to do a checkup from our neck up every now and then, think how we are thinking, because it causes dis-ease within us. So think about it. The next is relationships. Are you happy in your relationship? Are the people around you positive people? They can be so toxic, relationships can be. So you need to think what you're listening to from other people, what they're telling you, what you're believing, what other people are saying. Their opinions on things are only that, an opinion. You need to believe in yourself. But if you've got negative people around you, everything is energy. And we give out energy. Our words are energy, our thoughts are energy. Everything is energy. So you walk into a room and everybody's happy. You immediately feel that energy and feel happy. If you walk into a room that's so somber, and so your energy goes, whew. So you've got to watch the people that are around you. If you're in a negative relationship, work it out or get out. It can be so toxic and will cause dis-ease within you. It stresses your mind and your body. So I could go on about relationships for a long time. Check out The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. That is really good to know if you're in a relationship and it's not working. Love languages are very important, because if your love bucket isn't getting filled up, you go down. When we start in a relationship, we're in spring and it's all lovey-dovey and it's great. And then we go into summer and it's nice and warm and it's cozy. And then autumn starts coming in. It starts getting down a little, and then we go into winter. So we don't actually, winter is when we're just going down and we're relaxed and we're sitting back, and things start going wrong if we don't, like we get colds. So we need to bring the spring back into a relationship. So relationships are a major and can be very toxic. If you're with someone who is a narcissist, who is so nice to you one minute and they'll put you down the next, but then they bring you back by being so sweet, get help to get out of it. Okay, what we put in our mouths is so important. The food we eat, what's that saying? You are what you eat. If you're eating too much sugar, sugar is so toxic. And if you have too much sugar, it turns into fats, but it affects your mind. Alzheimer's, you ask any doctor who really knows their business with Alzheimer's, sugar is a major. Cancer, sugar feeds cancer. It loves it. So sugars, a lot of carbohydrates, white processed flours, and processed foods are just a major that should not be in your lives. The fats and oils that you're cooking with. Foods are so important. From experience, live off nature. Plenty of fruit and veggies. Drink lots of water. Our bodies are over 70–75% water, and they need it. If you're getting a lot of headaches, it's generally lack of water, dehydration, and rub your big toe, reflexology. You'll get rid of your headache. So what you put in your mouth is a major. Not only do we put food in our mouths, we also put cigarettes in our mouths. Drinks, alcohol, excess alcohol is not good, and drugs. I call excess alcohol and drugs slow suicide. Not only kills you slowly, but it also kills all of your relationships, your children, your parents, your family. So that is a major, a no-no. Okay, let's get out in nature. Nature, sunshine. Sunshine is so good for you, okay, so long as you don't sit in it for hours and burn yourself. The sun is a healer. It's a major. Nature, get out, plenty of fresh air, walking on wet grass, on the beach, barefooted is grounding. Walk in nature and hear the birds, see the colours, smell the energies of the trees, the fragrances of flowers, the colours, just get out in nature. It is so great for you. Your mindset, especially on exercise. Exercising your mind and your body are so important. And your mind is just as important as exercising your body. And don't tell me you haven't got the money or the time to exercise, because you don't have to go to the gym. Getting out in nature is good exercise, doing lots of steps. You can walk. If you can't, even if you're in bed or in a wheelchair, you can exercise. You can exercise your body. Whatever you can do, whatever you can move, you need to move your body. Your blood needs to be circulating well. Get your hands, your feet going, the circulation going, but also your lymphatic system. Your lymphatic system hasn't got a pump to pump energies around, and that's your sewage system. So if your lymphatic system is blocked up, you're having problems. It's a major. So exercise is so important, and exercising the mind, I can't state it any If you don't keep your mind busy, your neuro pathways are dying off. You need to create new neuro pathways. And you can do that by learning new languages. Not my greatest thing, but doing, playing games, getting the mind doing different. Just clean your teeth with your left hand instead of your right. If you go downtown, take a different exit from a different road, different journey. Just keep doing different things to get those neuro pathways renewing and expanding within your mind. Keep it positive. I just get so engrossed in this work. We can keep our bodies going. I'm in my 70s. Qigong, yogurt, yeah, yogurt's okay. Yoga, exercise your mind and body. Just keep moving. Genetics. People say, oh, but I'm going to get this because my mother had it, or my father had it, or my sister had it, or my brother had it. Genetics may load the gun, but you pull the trigger. If I worried about genetics, I'd be dead now, or I'd be an invalid. There's so many different things, from diabetes to heart to pancreatic cancer to breast cancer to Alzheimer's in my immediate family. There's no way I'm going to get any of those, because I'm going to keep my mind positive. The words you say and the pictures you create in your mind create your life. So wouldn't you want to have a good one? Be a victor, not a victim. Your wealth is your greatest. Sorry, your health is your greatest wealth. That is my message for you today. Love you all. Have a great life.